By now, people are starting to receive their brand new Samsung S25 Ultras, and as they're starting to play with them, they're going to notice one thing. The S Pen doesn't seem to be working like it used to, not being able to do air actions or take photos remotely. So what's going on? Is it a glitch? Is my S Pen just broken? Let's talk about the Samsung S Pen situation. Samsung have decided that for the S25 Ultra, they've removed the Bluetooth functionality from the S Pen, which means that the previous capabilities of being able to wave the S Pen around to control the phone or use the S Pen to remotely take your pictures is no longer there. Their reasoning was that when they did the research, they found that less than 1% of people were using the air actions and remote shutter button features. And from a weight and cost-cutting perspective, it made sense for them to remove something that was used by a fraction of the customer base. This, of course, upset a lot of people on the internet, as who would want to feel like they're going backwards? And I am of the opinion of it's better to have something and not need it than not have it but want it. Now, to be fair, I am also in the camp of not using the air actions very often, if at all. However, using the S Pen as a remote shutter button was something I did use. And Samsung's response to that? Money. Because they also said that if people wanted to have a remote shutter button, they could still do it if they had a Galaxy Watch or a Galaxy Ring. Either of those products cost an extra couple of $100 just to have that remote shutter button, whereas beforehand, it came for free with the S Pen. But then I thought, like many others, what about the S Pen Pro? Would that work? So I scoured the internet looking for one. It was actually quite difficult as they discontinued producing it, and everywhere I went to said it was sold out. But eventually, I managed to find one at a Cash Converters, or Cashies for those in the know, for $120. When I got it, I connected it to my S24 Ultra using the pair button in the top right-hand corner of the settings page to make sure it worked. And sure enough, it could take photos remotely, and I could use the air actions to take screenshots of my phone and control the rest of the device. However, when I went over to the S25 Ultra, while the pen responded normally and would bring up the air commands, there was no way to pair it with the S25 Ultra, as the option to pair an S Pen Pro was not there at all. So that unfortunately confirmed that there's no Bluetooth functionality at all with the S25 Ultra. And I lost $120. Well, it's not a complete loss, as I can still use the exact same S Pen Pro with my other Samsung devices, including the Fold. So it's not a total waste of money. What's interesting is that in Jerry Riggs' Everything's teardown video, he found that the charging plate for the Bluetooth S Pen was still inside. This could mean that at some point, they could sell a replacement Bluetooth S Pen as an extra accessory for those who care, while the Bluetooth S Pen capabilities could be brought back with a software update down the road. Although why they would bring it back at a later date makes no sense, because if they were going to do that, why didn't they just have the Bluetooth S Pen from the beginning in the first place? Furthermore, if it was because they wanted to save weight and cut costs, the weight difference between the S24 Ultra's pen and the S25 Ultra pen is 1 to 2 grams. But then, since you left the charging plate inside, wouldn't you have saved more weight and costs if you removed it as well? It's a very baffling situation with very conflicting points, and nobody can seem to figure out what's going on. The only reason that I can think of that comes to mind is that they just ran out of time during the development phase from a software perspective, as all the other pieces are there from a hardware side. Which is strange, as the software technically already exists in the S24 Ultra, and they would have had to make one UI 7 not just for the S25 Ultra, but for the S24 Ultra and other previous models as well. So the code should already be there for Bluetooth S Pen capabilities, and it shouldn't have been that difficult to replicate the same code from one device to another. But don't quote me on that, as I am not an engineer. This does though lead into the possibility, however slim, that they will bring out an update which will bring back the Bluetooth S Pen functionality. But another theory could be that they're slowly going to phase out the S Pen completely, because it actually takes up a lot of space internally, which could be used for a bigger battery or better cameras or something else. And the Ultra will just become the largest version of the S series. And for the 1% of users who still likes using the S Pen, they could still offer another accessory that would allow for S Pen functionalities at an extra cost. But that already exists with the S Pen Pro, so it doesn't make sense that they would remove the software from the S25 Ultra to allow it. Again, baffled. So where do we go from here? Well, the 1% of people that were not happy have actually started a petition on change.org demanding that they bring back the Bluetooth S Pen for the S26 Ultra. But in my opinion, what we really need are more functionalities that would be compelling enough for the everyday user of an Ultra device to use the S Pen more often, beyond the air actions and the remote shutter button. And I came up with a bunch of ideas that could make the S Pen more useful. The first one is, what if it had a microphone in it? Then it could be used as an external mic that could be used to record your lectures, interviews, or meetings without needing to leave your phone there, and then you would be able to use Galaxy AI to transcribe and summarize those recordings for you. Another idea is, what if it actually had a proper pencil or pen inside? Then you could switch between the S Pen and a real pen whenever you needed it. You could also add an LED light into it so that it's a portable torch. You could make the head of the S Pen swappable. You could make clicking the S Pen a programmable action, or maybe even add extra buttons to do the same thing. There's probably so many ideas sitting in Samsung's headquarters that they just haven't done anything about them yet. What do you think about the whole S Pen situation? Are you also upset about the removal of the Bluetooth S Pen functionality, or did you never use it at all? And if you could add any features to the S Pen, what would it be? Thanks again for staying until the end. If you liked this video, then remember to give it a thumbs up and then hit the subscribe button to see more videos like this. Also, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Did you like this style of video? I want to do more videos like this, so your feedback on what I can improve on and topics you might like to see me cover would be greatly appreciated. Until next time, I'll see you in the next video.